No weights, no problem. No weights, Devon Larratt is choosing not to lift weights for his next match, which is very interesting. He noted in a YouTube video and also on a podcast that he's only going to be doing table time for his training in preparation for Alex Krdecha and Vitaly Larratt. His most recent training style was a combination of table time, heavy table time, and a collection of singles. He started out doing pronation and rise. Eventually, he incorporated a cup, and he changed his rise to a high hand pronation. I personally think that this training style was very effective. It got him through, so many opponents. It got him through Dave, got him through Dennis, got him through Hermes, it got him through Georgie, it got him through Petrenko. Who else did he pull? Got him through Leonidas, through Gennady too, and it got him through Corey West. If I missed any, sorry. But the big question is Devon going to be able to achieve a strong form, or at least a form as strong as he has previously achieved with only table time? As for the reason that he is doing this, I think that he's simply burnt out with lifting weights. He said it multiple times, he doesn't like lifting weights anymore. He says that they're not fun, that he just doesn't enjoy it. And I don't blame him. He's been doing it for so long, the same lifts every day for so long. He recently, on his birthday, went to Mexico and pulled a lot. And then he went to Virginia and pulled in a tournament and pulled a bunch on the practice table. I think things like this have really reconnected him with the table. Obviously, he pulled at OHH multiple times a week, and he loved it, obviously. Who wouldn't? It's OHH, right? But the weights were burning him out, probably, and the table time is something that he wanted to invest into. His new training strategy seems to be allowing people to use two hands and really push to try to redline him. And then he would hold, and he would work back and try to overcome that. And I think that is probably the most effective way for someone as strong as Devon to use the table. He already knows how to arm wrestle, so just having someone put their entire body weight onto his arm is probably the best way to train. This isn't even the first time that Devon has trained in this way. During his WAL days, there was a period in which he trained in a way that he called Kinsai, I believe. He said it was arm wrestling and walking, no weights. I don't remember what match it was, and I'm not sure if he won. I'm sure he did. He was very dominant in the WAL. But he knows that it can work. Occasionally, he'll strip back his weights all the way to zero, or he'll go all the way down to one fundamental exercise and work back up. And I think that is simply what this is. I doubt that he is going to be permanently only doing table time, although it's not unusual. Someone like John Brezink only ever trained with table time. I think that he is just stripping back. He's burnt out with weights, and he's trying to find joy, right? He's finding joy in table time and competing. He said he would like to compete at a tournament every weekend if he could, and I don't blame him. He's a man that loves arm wrestling. He doesn't care about the weights as much. He's just a means to an end for him, right? I believe that he is going through a cleansing phase. He kind of played out these exercises so far, and he probably got burnt out on them. He's going back to basics, back to table time. That's it, just table time. I think that after these matches, win or lose, I personally think he's going to win. Win or lose, he will probably start training with weights at least a little bit. Maybe just pecs and glutes, just the basics. But I doubt that he'll be able to climb back up the ladder of the super heavyweights or the open weight class without weights. I just don't see it to be possible. If he does, then that would be crazy, and that would really call into question the value of weights in arm wrestling. But I don't see it possible that he could beat someone like Levon or Hermes with just weights. With just table time. Speaking of his opponents, his next two opponents are Alex Krdecha on the left and Vitaly Laletin on the right. Alex Krdecha is a very large human being. He has very long arms and very strong arms, and he's very heavy. But he has had issues with arm wrestling for quite a while. He's beaten people like Hermes, but he's lost to people like Daddy Can. I think that Devon is going to thoroughly out-arm wrestle him. It's a very large jump that Devon's taking, going from number 11 left-handed all the way up to number 4, and he wanted to climb the ladder, but he's been given number 4, which is Alex Krdecha. I don't know if he's going to be able to beat Alex Krdecha with just a king's move. He's going to have to throw Alex into a hook, probably. The king's move is very reliant on height, and I don't know if he'll be able to gain height against Alex. He's gotten beat up on the practice table quite a bit by Alex, in fact. Speaking of height, Vitaly Laletin is height. He's 6'9". His arms are super long. They're probably even longer than he is, right? He is height. It's going to be very hard for Devon, who is 6'5", to gain height on Vitaly Laletin. And he's even said so himself. He said that he's going to have to throw Vitaly into a hook. I would love to see that, frankly. Vitaly is like very unhookable. The only person more unhookable than Vitaly is probably Michael Todd. I'd love to see it. I'd absolutely love to see Devon and Vitaly in a hook. There's also a lot of questions about whether Devon is telling the truth. I don't see why Devon would lie, unless he's simply trying to get into the head of Alex and Vitaly. But I don't think he would lie about that. Devon for quite a while has been known as being less strong than his opponents and still winning. He was weaker than Hermes. His riser was weaker than Levon's, and he still cracked Levon's wrist. You know what I mean? It's not really that much of an ask for Devon to beat someone who is gym stronger than him. I doubt that he's lying. I think he's just wanting a reset, and I don't blame him. In my own training, I've occasionally thought about the idea of only doing table time. And I won't, because I'm definitely a lot newer. I've only been training for about 3 months, but you know, it's always there, the idea of what if you just pulled on the table every day. It's a great idea, and I think that it's probably going to pay off pretty well for Devon. The final conclusion of this video is Devon is Devon. He does what he wants. He's trying to not lift weights, and we're going to see how it plays out. Of course, I'm a pretty big Devon fan. I'm always going to choose Devon to win every match. So, of course, I think he's going to win both of the next 2 matches, but it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out, and it's going to have some very interesting implications on the rest of arm wrestling and how important weight training really is.